Yo, what is up, everybody? And welcome back to another Madden 24 online CFM game. We are now in wild card weekend of the 2025 playoffs here in the Premier Madden League. Our Los Angeles Rams are looking to make NFL history this postseason. We're trying to become the first team to ever hoist the Lombardi Trophy for 3 straight seasons. Of course, our Rams have had immense postseason success, winning the Lombardi the first 2 seasons of this Madden 24 CFM here in the Premier Madden League so far. And our road to the three-peat starts against the Dallas Cowboys, and it could also end against the Dallas Cowboys here on Wild Card Weekend. But our road to get to the playoffs has been anything but easy. And all the bumps in the road actually started last year when Aaron Donald suffered the torn pectoral in the Super Bowl, and his rehab actually made him miss week 1 of this year's regular season. From there, we've been missing pieces all season long, whether it's due to injury, like our starting quarterback Jalen Henderson, he's missed a lot of the action, or suspension. Cooper Kupp had a 4-game suspension, and mid-season we were under 500, and it looked like the 2-time champs wouldn't even have a chance to three-peat come playoff football time. But here we are, we've made it as the 5 seed in the NFC Conference. We're taking on the 4 seed Dallas Cowboys, and even though the Dallas Cowboys had a putrid 7-10 record, it was good enough to win their division, and it's good enough to host a playoff game at Jerry World. We don't care about seeding. We've never had the 1 seed on either of our Super Bowl runs. It's all about just playing our best football right here, right now. And let's get it going. The talking is over. It's time to play ball. We are underway. Wild card weekend of the 2025 playoffs, and the 2-time defending champs will start on offense. They'll start with Gibson, first down run, looking for a block. Oh, he doesn't need it. Antonio Gibson setting the tone with a gain of 20 to start off the action as Arnold Ebiketie trying to show that Dallas is going to be a resisting force. On the defensive side of the ball, we go up tempo. Back-to-back runs for Kirk Maryland. Now here's 3rd down and 5. Here's the pass attempt for Jalen Henderson, the 2nd-year quarterback. And like I said, we got our team fully healthy. Now we can fire Fleming. No dice. That was underthrown and destroyed by Jesse Bates. And now Julian Fleming is not on the field for this play. He'll get to recover after an injury to one of the Dallas defensive linemen. It looks like we have another 3rd down and 5 on the drive. Once again, Jalen looking to pass. Middle open. Missed him. Oh, that was Puka Nacua. That was an easy pitch and catch. Instead, it brings up 4th down and 5. It puts the field goal unit on the field 56 yards away. Chase McLaughlin, he's automatic. So, hey man, in the dome in Jerry World, we trust him. He comes through, but it could have been a lot better on that drive. It's just Jalen missed the throw on 3rd down, and we'll see how Dallas opens up their scoring. We did play the Dallas Cowboys in week 7 of the regular season, and it was a game that had a couple of lead changes, especially in the second half, but we ultimately pulled away and got the victory. So we'll look to get our 2nd win against the Cowboys in 2025. 3rd down, here's Prescott, down low to Elijah Moore, who makes the secure grab. Here's the run by Tony Pollard. He'll only get a yard in the ground game with Tony Pollard, and Dameon Pierce will be something to watch today as Azariah Thomas breaks up the pass intended for CeeDee Lamb. 3rd down, picked off Devon Jackson. He's the record setter in the regular season. He picks up where he left off in the playoffs. 15 interceptions in the regular season to be exact for the jack of all trades. That's number 16 in 2025. You're still keeping count as we have a 2nd down. Good drive. Make it better. Kirk Merritt. A goal to go. Set up at the 5. Gibson checks in. Blocking is sublime. And Gibson scores the touchdown. The Rams find the end zone first here on Wild Card Weekend in Jerry World. And it's a quick 10-0 lead as we establish our dominance against the Dallas Cowboys. But of course, early goings, we are not even 6 minutes into what is scheduled to be a 40-minute game, 10-minute quarters out here, so a lot of action still to unfold, but so far so good. Offense is looking smooth. Defense, we got the pick from Devon Jackson as we have the run by Dameon Pierce, and like I said, Dallas will be looking to get both running backs probably at least 10 touches apiece on the ground, as that'll be a catch by the tight end for a first down. Here's Dameon Pierce trying to find a lane inside. Aaron Donald with that inside stuff will try to wreak havoc on Dallas's attempt to take over the game on the ground as Bo Braid drops a potential pick. Third down, Prescott, he's looking, he's holding, middle of the field, and Bo Braid is there again. Jump ball attempt, not gonna work. Fourth down, and the Cowboys don't want to go for the field goal. They want to get the first down. Quick fire. He's got it. That is Brock right to move the chains. Everything going right as Dallas continues to drive, but backward they go on first down. That's Aaron Donald. Second down, Pollard out the backfield with the catch. Nearly the first down. Third down is short. Will Dallas get another playoff before the end of the first quarter? It looks likely as they go up tempo. Here's Prescott. One more pass. Quick throw in the flats. It's Shoemaker with the grab as Dallas enters the red zone for the first time today on the final play of the first quarter. The Cowboys need an answer to the good start for the Rams offense, and CeeDee Lamb is looking to provide that spark. A gain of 6 on the screen. Prescott, he's been busy so far today. Oh, but that's a pass he'll regret as he throws it in traffic to his running back. Third down and 4. Once again, it's a pitch outside for Pollard. Looking for the edge. He won't get it. The tackling machine, Isaiah Lucon, sniffs out the pitch and shuts the play down. Dallas goes for the field goal on 4th down and 2, which was definitely a decision that they could have went for it there. Dallas went for a 4th down and 4 earlier in the drive, so it is a little surprising that they didn't continue that aggressive mindset. But they do get points on the board. Now let's see if their defense can do anything to stop Antonio Gibson and our Rams. Well, Isaiah Wynn's game's going to stop for a little bit. He's injured on the play, so we'll bring in the backup center as Kirk Merritt gets blasted after a gain of 8 yards. Wynn's all right to come back. Get in. It's the playoffs. You're cramping? I don't care. Here's second down. Here's Jalen with the step up, but he cannot accelerate for the first down. Big third down near midfield. Blitz picked up. Fleming wide open and gone. Fleming flying away from Tre'Davious White, and the emergence of the second-year receiver is on full display here on the NFL's big stage. Playoff time, where Fleming's a superstar, and if you're going to press him, even with Tre'Davious White, that's the first read on the play. He's our deep ball threat, and it's not even just pure speed. His release rating is around 90, so pressing with Tre'Davious White, it could work against most receivers. It's just not going to work against Fleming. Second down and 13. That gets through Azariah Thomas into the hands of Shoemaker, who makes another catch. As we have the run for Dameon Pierce. Dallas not getting any explosive plays on the ground. We're keeping him in check so far. That's an explosive play for Elijah Moore, who cashes in 4-6. He beat the rookie Azariah Thomas on the play. And Azariah has been targeted early and often, and gonna be something that we have to look at. He's our slot cornerback, and we might have to put Ro Torrence back in that spot. Of course, Ro Torrence had so much success for us last postseason. Having that big game in the Super Bowl, of course, is what everybody will remember. So I might have to make a change there. As we go outside for Fleming, major separation. He blows by Diggs. Oh, the juke move. Julian Fleming all the way to the 16 in one dazzling play. Antonio Gibson battery ramming his way through the defense. He'll set up a goal to go at the 4. This Rams offense has been highly explosive. Do we cap the drive off on this play? Not quite. Fleming missed the block that can help Cooper Kupp score. Second down, Jalen Henderson in. JJ, the jet plane, walks it in. And the Rams continue hot offensive play. And oh yeah, I like it. I like it. Walk down the runway. Jalen Henderson, we love it. We love it. Take pictures. That is a picture worth 1,000 words. And obviously for Dallas, they've got to provide some resistance for us. The biggest stop they had so far in this game defensively was a missed pass by Jalen Henderson on the opening drive to Puka Nacua. Otherwise, we've gotten whatever we've wanted, and this Dallas team has moved the ball downfield multiple times in this first half. It's just we've been able to convert touchdowns they're not able to finish off drives consistently. Let's see if they can get a first down here. They'll run it. Dameon Pierce inside. Good move by the former Houston Texan. That'll be a gain of about 7 and the first down. One more play before the 2-minute warning. And Devon Jackson, oh, he wanted that one bad. It's actually a catch and a gain of 4, but it was nearly a catch for Devon Jackson in the Rams defense, as Pierce trying to stretch it outside. Not going to work out too well. Once again, our run defense doing well, bringing up yet another third down. Prescott, floater, broken up, and that's Rode Torrance who checked into the game. Whoa, big decision here. Dallas at their own 45. Offense on the field. Here's Prescott scanning pockets. Great. He's able to get Elijah Moore, who scored the touchdown on the previous drive, keeping the sticks moving. Dallas to our 44-yard line, minute 17 and counting left in the first half. The Cowboys do get the ball to start the second half, so they are really in a prime position to double up here. Of course, saying that and executing, two totally different things. In the flash, this is Carr. That's Pollard. He's in bounds. Dallas has all their timeouts, and it looks like they'll keep it. They go up tempo. Time continues to tick. Now under 40 seconds to go. Just need a yard to move the chains here. Prescott with the pass. One more time. Holding. Going. Oh! Sky high for the interception. Grant Delpit with the death. Huge turnover forced by the Rams defense as Dak got greedy. He put his hands in the cookie jar. He paid the price. Next play, R.J. Maryland stays in bounds. Close to field goal range, but he did not get out of bounds, so we have to burn our first timeout. 21 seconds left. Jalen looking wide open. Kirk Merritt, open field. He tiptoes his way into the red zone. 15 seconds to go. One timeout remaining. Gotta be careful here. Jalen drop back, step up. He runs it. He takes a small shot, a gain of 5, and we have to burn our final timeout. Let's see if we can take a shot to the end zone, but we got to be ready to throw this ball away. No pass rush from Dallas. Looking, holding, Jalen. Always the decision to be made to throw the ball away there. If there's a shot, there's a shot, but it looked like Dallas just bet on putting 8 in coverage and saying you're just not going to score the touchdown, however long you try to look for it. And, you know, we just wanted to run the clock down until there's about 4 seconds remaining. We didn't leave time for a kickoff return here, which Tony Pollard will elect not to take after the awkward grab, but there is a second here. Want to make sure we don't give up some fluky run. Dameon Pierce says otherwise. But Bo Braid sure tackling the open field, and that wraps up the first half with our Los Angeles Rams up by 17 points. And you know, definitely this game feels a little bit like a mismatch. You have the two-time defending champions going against a division winner that finished with a 7-10 regular season record. I suppose it was always going to go something like this, but the Dallas Cowboys, like I said earlier, they have put together good offensive drives. They just haven't been able to finish the job besides having one explosive play to Elijah Moore. And even when they do move downfield, it takes a lot of time, and we're down 17. We're going to need to see the Dallas Cowboys up the tempo. What we do not need to see for them is CeeDee Lamb injured on the play. He's off the field. In the meantime, Elijah Moore continues to have a career postseason outing. As you see Prescott's numbers so far, I don't know how much better they'll get with CeeDee Lamb out for the rest of the game and the rest of the postseason with a broken collarbone. That's going to send shockwaves through the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see how they respond. So far, so good. Prescott middle. He's going to his other superstar receiver, Drake London. A first down close to the red zone. Dameon Pierce does put the Dallas Cowboys inside the red zone. RPO outside. That was sketchy for a moment. Lambert Smith. Oh, Bo Braid, boomstick at the 11-yard line. Wow, Rayshon Benny completely destroys the end around. Prescott sacked. Second down and 14, immediate rollout by Dak. He's trying to run away from Foyce and Lucan. He gets a gain of 8 before being forced out of bounds. Huge third down in the game. Prescott, end zone, got it! Oh no! Not a catch in bounds! Lambert Smith made the catch, and Dallas is going to challenge the play as they have every right to, but the ruling on the field is upheld. Oh, that's heartbreaking for the Cowboys. They'll have to settle for the Brandon Aubrey field goal. Dak, I mean, he made the right read. That's on the receiver. I suppose he had a step, maybe a foot out of bounds, and that's going to cost the Cowboys 4 points as they go for the field goal instead of scoring the touchdown. So that puts Dallas down by 14 as Travius Hodges Tomlinson is gone! The kick return straight to the heart of the Dallas Cowboys. Travius with no mercy as he to scrape together a field goal in about half the quarter. And in about half a second, Travius races to the end zone. Oh, that's so demoralizing. That is so demoralizing, especially considering Dallas almost had a touchdown on the drive, and instead it's a net loss of 4 points, and they lost about 5 minutes, and they're back on offense. They got to do it again against this stout Rams defense. Dak Prescott starting to feel a little bit of the pressure, especially without CeeDee Lamb. Third down, pockets great, it's picked off. What a bait! Devon Jackson is a madman. The jack of all trades just covered the entire field as Antonio Gibson makes a cut inside. The Rams have all the momentum as it's an end around for Cooper Kupp. He's got space to create. Whoop! Ho-ho! Cooper! Don't do him like that! Cold-blooded Cooper is in the building, and he's in the end zone. The Rams are now putting it on Dallas. This is getting ugly, but it's so beautiful to watch if you're a Los Angeles Rams fan. You always knew Cooper Kupp was going to make his impact felt at some point in the game. Offensively, we've been doing just fine, not really involving Cooper, which is a stark contrast to our past playoff runs where Cooper Kupp was the guy. Oh, Kobe should have had a pick there. I don't know why he swatted that. I guess we'll suppose we'll take the stop there. But yeah, I mean, Cooper Kupp last postseason had about 500 yards receiving. We barely had him involved in this game, but oh, wow! The story today has definitely been defense, and it's definitely been Devon Jackson, who arguably should have had his third interception of the game as we baited that post route middle of the field, and the Cowboys, you feel like this is a mercy punt on fourth down. Fleming, oh, spinning away, still going, Julian Fleming trying to add to the fireworks here at AT&T Stadium. We need some chill from these Los Angeles Rams. The Cowboys fans might be heading for the exits already as we look to continue to put the pedal to the metal. Third down and 9. Here's a drop back, Jalen. Great pocket. Going for Gibson. Just short of the first down. And a really conservative play call there on third down. We are up by 28 points. So we're not going to take too many chances on a third down. But, you know, even though we are pretty much dominating this game, you never want to turn off the switch. When I say that, right, you always want to be on it. And once you turn off the switch and you relax, it's hard to turn that switch back on. And you see that all throughout any sort of sport. So even in a virtual football game, we're going to keep that same mentality. And, you know, offensively, we're going to play it a little bit conservative. But defensively, we got to continue to just do what we've been doing so far. We'll see what Dallas can do to adjust. But it seems like the Cowboys are more and more out of their element as we force every more pass attempt from Dak Prescott. I mean, 33, that is not what the Cowboys wanted for the entire game, and we still got a quarter to go. Prescott middle. Oh, no! Delpit drop what would have been his second pick of the day. The drive is alive, but for how much longer as Prescott plays with fire? You know he's eventually going to get burnt. Third down, sneaking in a run for Tony Pollard. And you see Pollard's numbers, 6 for 18, and most of those yardage came on that play as Dak is dumped. Aaron Donald meeting him in the backfield. Next play, Byron Young not falling for the play action. Back-to-back sacks. Our pass rush has been rather silent in this game. Now they're teeing off with a big lead in the fourth quarter as Dak just dumps it down to avoid getting sacked once more, getting a lot of the yardage back, bringing up a fourth down that the Cowboys obviously have to go for with 7:30 remaining in the game and probably their season, unless they can pull off a heroic comeback. It has to start on this play. Dak looking, pressure, dumped, incomplete, and a turnover on downs. Gulat, the rookie, got there. Ashton Gulat, who was injured at the end of the regular season, he makes his return in the postseason, and he makes an impact. Donald was also there mucking things up, but when is Aaron Donald not mucking up the opponent's game plan? We now have the backups in the game as we look to chew clock. Tyree Jackson is in, Roshan Johnson is in, and we're going to let Roshan and Zach Evans, yes, that Zach Evans, try to close the game out. With Ashton Genty injured with a broken hand, we have brought Zach Evans from our practice squad back to being on the 53-man roster. Zach Evans was, of course, on our 53-man roster for the first 2 seasons, and in year 1, he was an integral part of our running back rotation along with Kirk Merritt, as Evans gets the carry here. Now it's Roschon as we just chew up the clock, chew up the yardage as well. Roschon Johnson moving us all the way to the 3-yard line as we hit the 2-minute warning. We're just trying to get out of this game with no injuries at this point. A second down and goal. Roschon Johnson with ease. Wow, that was way too easy. I don't know. Dallas might be surrendering, waving the white flag. And honestly, there's definitely an argument for us to just kneel the ball there because, I mean, we could just at least have, what, a minute left or less instead of scoring the touchdown there. But we did score the touchdown, and now we got to play some defense. And you'll definitely notice that it's going to look like Week 18 against the San Francisco 49ers CPU. We got all the backups in. Donald's gone. I mean, you could count them all up. They're all gone besides a couple of guys in the secondary like Kobe Durant and Ro Torrance. But, you know, we're no more Benny. All of them. They're done for this game as we're going to focus on next week's affairs. So our Los Angeles Rams are still undefeated in the postseason. I mean, this was always the matchup that, you know, was going to be favorable for us in this postseason, and it's definitely going to get a lot tougher from here. We've played a 7-win Dallas team that definitely played well, man. They definitely, you know, made us sweat a little bit, but, you know, it was just our offensive outing, our defensive outing, it was just all clicking, and it just seems to be what we do, right? You always question what this Rams team can do, and then somehow, some way, we always just turn it on in the postseason in an indescribable way. It doesn't make much sense because we're not really doing anything differently from what we did in the regular season as the Cowboys scored a late touchdown here. It's just, I suppose what we did in the regular season, we fine-tune what works for our team and really dial into using what works offensively and defensively, those philosophies, and apply them in the postseason and apply them better than anyone else and just play smart football, right? No turnovers that game, nothing silly. Dallas is the one that made all the mistakes, and I mean, I guess it's just the psychological warfare that our Rams are executing more so than just on-the-field impact. But the on-the-field stuff was pretty good, right? Defense got a lot of interceptions. Offense put up a lot of points. And, of course, the most important thing, we are victorious here at AT&T Stadium. The Rams are moving on to the divisional round of the playoffs. Good season and good games to the Dallas Cowboys. But this was a beatdown here on Wild Card Weekend. So, yeah, man, we got our team. You know, we're healthy now. It feels good. And I think we're clicking at the right time. You always want to get hot at the right time, and we seem to be able to do that consistently. We haven't lost, you know, we won our last 4 games of the regular season ever since that Texans game week 14. We'll just try to carry that momentum, I suppose. So, as we check out the yardage, our offense was scoring so quick and so easily. And in the second half, we just didn't need them, especially after that Travius Hodges-Tomlinson kick return that practically iced the game. These offensive stats are pretty much from one half of football, and they were still pretty good. The defense, though, if we play defense like that, we can beat anybody in the league, and that's really what I'm most excited about is how well we played that game defensively. But it's a 7-win Dallas team. We'll see if this is fool's gold heading into next week's game. Until then, leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Subscribe for more Madden 24 online gameplays, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.